Well, welcome. This is our Friday night hour. It used to be a hangout hour, but found out that they weren't doing so good. Now, if somebody'd like to take this over, we can discuss it. Alrighty, I'm still working on this airplane. We're going to get that, work on it while we're waiting for somebody brave enough to come in. Let's post the link up. We're going to invite, copy. Alrighty, there's the link. If you'd like to come in, we'll have one guest at a time. It's in the, let me pin that in the comment section. God, this thing's slow. Slow. Go here. Okay, and pin that. All right, that message is at the top. Chat rate is 1. Okay. StreamYard, there we are. I'll show you what I've been doing. Of course, I haven't been really working too much on this. We're about ready to go on the getting the canopy glued on, and all right, 13. If you'd like to come in. Man, this thing is getting heavy. All right, what have I been working on? What happened to the little mouse? Stick swatchers. Yeah, it's pretty clean right now. All right, I built a seat, and I built that seat out of balsa wood. But I got to thinking, I got a vacuum form. Why not just vacuum form it? So this is one piece. It looks like two, but it's one piece of plastic. Vacuum form, that'll go in behind the pilot here. I also did a little stun history book that's going to go in there. And now I was working on them headsets, remember? I need to see what this thing is weighing. There's somebody out there who'd like to come in and talk to me. Otherwise, this program will only last an hour. Okay, let's see how heavy this is. I know it's too heavy. I know it's heavy. I can feel it. $35 ounces. $35, that means it's 55 ounces. Well, I guess it's not too bad off. It ain't gonna be no lightweight though. My tape has been postponed, so we're not gonna get any 3M tape until next week. So that's when the color will go on. So let's work on getting some more detail done here in this cockpit. Yep, she's no lightweight. I guess I could sand some more. Get some more paint off of it. So let's see, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, I got to hit 40 ounces, no more than 40 ounces with it finished up. Now, what I thought I'd do, that won't add much weight. Let's see here. Make sure I can do it. No, I'm not going to bother with it. Well, I was going to put the seat belts from the back of the seat to the top of his shoulders. But I don't know. So let's get the pencil. We got any takers out there that want to come in and talk to me? Otherwise, we'll just end up not doing the Friday night show. I added some more products to the description of these videos that I use for finishing, because I found the primer and I added that and the tape, and I found out that I ordered 60 rolls of tape since I've been buying it, so it is good stuff. So if I do it forward, it would show. So I need to take this out, move it back. Take this out, move it back, mark it. Now this, okay. I haven't figured out how I'm going to attach this little book to the floor so it don't fly around in there. I normally set them up on the dash like that, but I mean, I guess I could set it up there on the dash. Turn it around this way. Yep, I guess I'll put it on the dash. All right, now we need to mix up some 5-minute epoxy. I have to do that in 2 settings. I've got this marked. You know, I wanted to see about that tank too. Where did that tank go? I don't know. Do we want that tank there or not? Or maybe 2 buttons standing up like that. 2. So hard, so hard. Okay, so need to stipple and scratch the paint off of this because we don't want that. Has some little holes in it. You know what? I think it's better just to poke some holes in this thing. Ah. Can't win. Can't win. I think there's still one down there. Oh, well. We're going to take these micro drills and drill a few peg holes in it to lock this in. Yeah, I'll do that to the bottom of this pilot here. I don't know how many of you guys have ever had shit flying around in the cockpit, but it's kind of a disaster. So they don't have to be matching holes. There just needs to be some holes in it so they can grab some tooth. Little holes like that. And we got quite a bit of tooth there. Actually, could use a little more. Well, Friday night and nobody's got nothing to say. We'll blow it off real good before I close it up. There we go. We got somebody coming in. Andy Ming. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me bring you in. You all right? We got Andy.
Hey, Sparky.
Hey, what's up?
Just getting ready to fly tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Doing some prop balancing.
Where are you gonna? What state do you live in?
I live in California.
Yeah, it wouldn't be flying here. We got that
No.
much snow on the ground.
Yeah, it'll be nice tomorrow. Probably 45 in the morning when we get there. Maybe 50.
Where do
It'll
you
warm
fly?
up. I fly in a town called Arroyo Grande. It's on the central coast of California.
Yeah, Central Coast. So below Frisco and above LA, huh?
Yeah, we live in San Luis Obispo area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm actually wearing Ron Byrne his hat, his Spitfire hat tonight.
Yeah, that guy was a hell of a builder.
He was. He was indeed.
You don't happen to have any of his stuff, do you? His airplanes?
You know, we helped pull a lot of his stuff out, and we put some up for sale at the hobby store here. Some of it sold, and then some of it went to a museum at one of the airports.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that stuff really should have went to the AMA museum.
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of what he had crashed as he had what do you call it? Alzheimer's, or not Alzheimer's, the shakes. I forget what that is. What is that?
Oh, yeah. Shit. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Same
Anyway,
thing Fox has.
Parkinson's is what he had.
Yeah, Parkinson's. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there was not a lot of the stuff that he had that was really, beautiful planes that I'm sure he had out there, either in scale or flying, putting up on for display or for judging. I imagine, looking at those, there were some, but they were in pretty sad shape. He'd crashed them. So
Yeah. Well, his Hellcat was something else.
it was. Yeah.
I didn't get to see it in person, but boy, it sure was nice on the pictures.
Yeah. That tribute that I did for him, I mailed that to his wife Janie for Christmas, and she got back to me a little bit later, and she was just pretty tickled that so many people had taken the time to read it, and his kids really liked it too.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever seen you come in, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've been on the Hangout on some of the Hangouts that you've had too.
Right. Well, when Charles was running it.
No, when you were running it, let's see, you might remember because I had come in with a mosquito background, and then I had a flight streak that I had redone, and I had that up as my background as a red and white one. Anyway, yeah, I've been in once.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Glad to have you. The Hangouts. I watch the numbers to try to get the channel to grow. Right now, we have more participation right now in this one guest at a time than we do in Hangouts. So, it's the same guys talking about the same things over and over again, which I'm just the same guy talking about the same things over and over again, but I have no idea why, that they're doing better. But I watch the metrics.
Yeah.
So, and when Charles was doing it, it wasn't, it was the same thing. It was just going down. So we'll do it once a week, the Hangout once a week until summer. And when the summer goes, we'll try another one, try to do it again. But
the Hangouts are super entertaining to watch. I learn a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you learn from the Hangout?
Well, I think Bob was talking about the Thunder Tiger, the 36.
Right.
And I think he mentioned that he had done some they would take and do some work on the ports or the sleeve. I forget what it was.
No, the muffler. You got to plug the muffler up.
Right. That I remember him saying that, but I thought he had said something about to get the, I don't know, get it to exhaust. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I thought he had said that he'd done some filing on some of the intakes or the sleeve or something, but maybe I'm mistaken. I was so next on Monday I may try to come in and ask him about that, because I was thinking I saw Thunder Tiger 36 on eBay. I was thinking about maybe buying that if I can figure out what I might need to do to get it to be a good strong stunt engine, because it sounds like Randy Smith I think he took those and made them the Aero Tiger. Is that correct? Is that is that a redesign of or a rework of the Thunder Tiger?
Randy Smith makes the Aero Tiger. Yeah.
Is that's not a Thunder Tiger? Or is it a Thunder Tiger that has been reworked by Randy?
That's exactly what it is. A Thunder Tiger reworked by Randy is an Aero Tiger.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, let me talk to Esteban here. Esteban, I can tell by the numbers that it doesn't fit. The numbers went up with one hangout a week. Unless you want to do it. If you'd like to do the Friday night hangout, I'll be more than happy to turn it over to you and let you do it. But you'll find that it's he's right. Aero Tiger is a Thunder Tiger with a Nelson AAC piston and liner.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds good. I've been having fun doing some learning. I've got my flight streak. I've rehabbed that flight streak. It had solid lead outs, and I tore into it and put cable lead outs in with a nice belt crank and line wrapping. Have fun learning from you guys on how to do line wrapping and all that. So I've been doing some flying, getting loops down, consecutive loops, both inside and outside. Some lazy eights down. Pretty good at wing overs. Haven't mastered inverted yet, but I'm working on that. In fact, tomorrow I'm flying. I've got a foam. It's basically an old combat plane that my buddy Roy Heppenstall had given me, and I've converted it into, it took a 35, so this one's I put a 15 on it just to give me something to learn on and not have to worry about crashing my flight streak.
Well, let me tell you about solid lead outs. Let me get Esteban question first.
Sure.
He says, do stock Thunder Tiger 36 engines run well for stock?
They run well for stunt?
Yeah. He's asking me, do stock Thunder Tiger 36 engines run well for stunt? I have never owned one, so I can't tell you.
Right. Now, that sounds like a good question for the hangout.
Yeah. Save that for Monday night.
Yeah.
Now, back to the solid lead out business. As a kid, I tried solid lead outs. I can't remember what size they were. They say, they work okay, except when you bang the lead out or the wingtip and bend it over.
Yeah, been there.
So my suggestion to those who are thinking of trying solid lead outs is don't. But
yeah, I would agree.
I use I'm running the cable that Jack Sheets gave me. They're 38 thousandths, 100-pound test coated leader wire for fishing. And you're not going to be able to break that with the pull test that we do.
Yeah. I've got some 27 thousandths. I think that's what it is that I use for my lead outs on these 25 and 30 size planes.
More than enough.
Yeah.
More than enough.
I'll put that. I think I can flip the camera, right? Get my flight streak in position so you can see it.
Okay.
How do you flip it? Let's see here. Maybe I just have to do this. There we go.
Covered with monocoat?
It's ultra coat.
Same thing.
Yeah. I got my pilot in there too.
Yeah. They're asking about leader wire. I'll show you what I use. This is Berkeley. Oh yeah. What motor is that?
That's an FP25 with a tongue
Yeah.
muffler.
This is the leader wire I use right here. It says Berkeley Big Game steel nylon coated wire. It's 80 pound, 300 foot, 38,000. And how I got this, we were over by the scale circles. And Jack Cheeks has always been my hero.
Yeah.
He sold me this for $5, lifetime supply.
There you go. I've got a Jack Cheeks kit. I've got the Mosquito.
Yeah. Be a Beamer then, right?
I guess it is. It's a kit that Randy or RSM made.
Maybe not then.
I don't know.
Back when I was a kid, well, I really wasn't too much of a kid, but Jack would write one article, seemed like every week, but at least one a month, and have a different airplane every month. And how he was able to do that is they were all basically the same airplane. Beam wing, and beam wing airplanes build very fast. And he just lay it out and put a different fuselage on it. All them airplanes, the Stuntliner, they were all the same airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Danny, he may be watching this right now. He used to go to Jack Cheek's hobby shop. I didn't at the time, but Jack and I he was a cop, and of course I was outlaw biker. But he was a motorcycle cop, so we had that in common, and model airplanes, so we became pretty good friends.
Where was that? Was that when you were in California, or was that out here or in Missouri?
Missouri.
Okay.
After I left California.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here almost 40 years.
Oh.
Almost 40 years. I lived in Oregon for a while and was part of the Eugene crew. Everywhere I've been, I've flown, so I got friends all over.
Yeah, I grew up in Illinois, in the Quad Cities.
I'm sorry.
It was good.
That place is like Canada.
It can get pretty cold. It's thing I noticed coming living here in California for, let's see, I got out here in the Air Force in '87. I've been out here pretty much. I lived in Idaho for a little bit, but it's the sun. It's like we have like 300 days of sun. It's pretty nice. And
Yeah,
back
but
there,
the taxes are ridiculous.
yeah. I mean, it's not cheap. That's for damn sure.
We got out of there in '85.
Mm-hmm.
Said, man, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you got all that DEI. That's not a place for me. I like it here in Missouri. It's a little cold though, especially right now. All that global warming is coming down on us here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Midwest here and see my dad. He's gonna turn 90. We're gonna go out there, I think, Labor Day weekend and celebrate his 90th birthday.
So that makes you what, 60 years old?
Yep, pretty close. I'm 57.
Yeah. Oh shit! I wish I was 57 again. That'd be great.
Yeah, I got one more year, and I'll retire, and I've got a whole bunch of kits and engines, and I got a whole retirement full of projects to do. Looking forward to it.
You'll have no time. You'll have no time to do it.
I'm gonna have to make time.
You'll see.
Like you say, just get in front of the plane.
Yeah, stand in front of the bench and keep working. But
yep, that's what I do, and lo and behold, the plane's ready to fly after a while.
Yeah. Let's see, I have trouble with the correct order to fly the 4-leaf clover. A 4-leaf clover is the last maneuver. That's pretty simple. And now with the new entry, it's, start like this, up in the wing over, up to the top, one loop to the right, then one loop to the bottom, then straight up, and then one loop over, and then you're out. It's a whole lot easier to do now than it was back in the day. Real simple. G'day, Rice.
Take your word for it.
Yeah. Oh, it's simple. Stud hanger people, you just bounded the flight back to New Zealand, or watching for the high above the Pacific Ocean. I didn't think New Zealand was in the Pacific. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, the other side of the world. I don't know. I don't know where the line is exactly. So I can't read. These glasses were supposed to make me able to read that across the room, but I can't. So the diagonal is the second loop. Now watch this close. It's real simple. You're flying along like this. You go into a wing over. Do this downwind. You're going into a wing over. You come up. 4-leaf clover is a big maneuver. Go almost all the way to the top of the circle. Then you make the first loop. That's to your right. Then you come over. You're back to the cross here. Then you do an outside, come down. Then you're straight up like this. Go back up to the top of the circle. And then around this way. And then you're over to the right. And then you do an inside, and you're try to keep the line straight. So that crosses. This line is at 45, and this line is at 90. And so it makes a nice X. And you'll think, well, that's easy to do. Yeah, your brain says that. Because nobody's used to taking your airplane at 45 and diving it straight into the ground, but it's no different than an outside loop. Airplane will do it. Don't worry about it.
All right, Sparky, I'm going to give someone else a chance and do some more getting my props ready.
All righty. We'll see you
later.
Nice
to see you.
You
Take
too.
care.
Bye.
Thanks.
All righty, if somebody else would like to come in. Why are one guest at a time? Because, buddy, the Hangouts were not doing that great. They were hours and hours long with not many views. So we started, I tried this format to see how this, to try to save it and see how this works out. And if this don't work, I won't do this. So that's the way that goes. I mean, I'm not going to sit and bang my head against the wall. Let's see. Let me pull up some stats for you. You want to go here? Oh shoot, that's my YouTube data. I don't want that. I want YouTube Studio. Come on. YouTube Studio. Okay. Analytics, content. And we're bleeding, hemorrhaging members on the Hangouts. Let's see, live. And let's go back to a Hangout here. Cleaning a few slides, control line. Zoom meeting, okay. That's that one. 207 views for 2 hours. And the last Zoom meeting we had, which was Monday night, it was 195 views. One guest at a time that I did last week has 385. So, and I can tell which videos I'm losing members on. Let's see. Here we lost 11 members on. Yep. We lost 11 members on a Zoom meeting. So there's, you know, let's see how many we lose there. -6 on that. 6. We're going down for some reason. And I got to keep it in the trajectory of going up. So that's why that's been going on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a one-on-one with me. So kind of a Q&A, whatever. Yep, we lost on them Hangouts. You know, I'm hemorrhaging members, and I don't want to do it. So anybody got any topic they want to talk about? Sunday tinkering. What is this one here? This one here is what is that one? Lost 4 members on that one, which is I can't believe it. We lost 4 members on Merry Christmas. Shit. Oh well. Oh yeah, we could have Helmet Head. That'd be great. He'd be great. Let me mix up some epoxy. I'd like to get a little bit done. We've been on for almost an hour, and I haven't progressed anything. I just scuffed that up. I'd like to get the pilot glued in, and tomorrow get the canopy glued on. Seeing as that we're not going to we'll put that right there like that. I'd like to get the canopy put on tomorrow anyway. How about intake venturi sizes and how to determine them? You want to know the truth? This is how I do it. Hey, Randy, I got a Super Tiger 60. What size venturi do I need? Send it to me. That's how I do it. And that's honest truth. See, could I do it? Yeah, I could figure it out. You know, put this venturi on and try it. Put that venturi on. I could figure it out. But why bother? Somebody's already put that work in. Why not just call the guy that knows? You can call Jim Lee. Say, Jim, I need a venturi for 60. What size do you recommend? Send it to me. They know. That's how I do it. It's just not worth. I got so much time wrapped up in doing this kind of stuff. Back when the PAs were going strong, you could take a PA anything, 40, 51, 61, 70, or 61, 65. And he had it down as such a science. Say, Randy, I bought this engine from you. It's got number 4, number 5, number whatever venturi's in it, 8, 11. And I got a pipe from you, and I'm running. How do I set it up? What length should I set it at? I'm running a 3-blade prop, 454 or whatever. What do I need to do? And he could tell you over the phone, set the pipe at this length, use this glow plug with this fuel, this prop, and you'd start it, flip it and start it, and it would run perfectly every time. So, that was his baby. He knew exactly what to do. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Ask somebody that knows what they're doing. For what it's worth. Now my Super Tigers, I can tell you how I set them up, my 60s, but because I've been running them for forever. The venturis are 160s. And I use Sig Champion fuel, or something equivalent, which is 10, 10, 10. And, 13.6 rev up. Of course, you can't get those no more. Can I get it in here without dripping it all over the place? So we need to put him in to make sure it's in square. And don't white glue that. G2135 Combat. Open it up as high as you can get, as much opening as you got. If you're flying at combat. Eight eight torpedo propeller. The yellow jobber. Of course, you can use the 8.8 rev up too, but I always ran them yellow 8.8 props. Boy, I'm glad I checked that. Boy, it was crooked as hell. Shit, I'm glad I didn't do that. Okay, let's let that dry and see if that's going to be good enough. Yeah. I used to go to Thrifty Mart and buy all the baby pacifiers out of the supermarket and cut off the plastic and pull out the thing, and then I didn't know anything about pin bladders at the time. We ran baby pacifiers. Yeah, it was a couple of days ago. Come on, get on there. Used to use sink a wiffle ball. I don't know if anybody remembers those. A wiffle ball down in the leading edge. That way, when they burst, which they're going to burst, the fuel doesn't load up the inside of the wing. It falls out on the ground. You know, wiffle ball, pretty good size, lots of holes in it. Those airplanes that I built in Dayton, the Voodoos, I was insetting Easter eggs, plastic Easter eggs into the leading edge. Of course, you know, you can build a. I always like using something. Well, I don't know. We'll see. People don't understand how hard it is to get on the front row. It's tough. The first set of eyes you got to please is the judges to get you on the front row, and then you got to please everybody else. And the thing that holds me back the most is weight. Because I know damn well I could put the paint on this and get on the front row. Because you lay the paint on and you'll get on the front row. But I just can't bring myself to all that weight. Not after I started flying light airplanes. Of course, I always been, you know, I like the 40-ounce airplanes way better than the 70-ounce airplane. But you got guys like Brett to say, it don't matter. The hell it don't. You know, I could have put this on here while I'm waiting for that. Oh, well, we'll get them with the pilot. I got 3 voodoos sitting right in front of me here. A red one, a silver one, and a black one. Yeah. Did you lengthen the tail boom? Make them turn quicker. Double the tail boom length and make it turn quicker. Tail boom off the back is probably like that. If you make it like that, if you double the length of it, they'll really turn fast. Or if you make one single boom off the back, double the length, that'll make it turn quicker. Of course, back then, when I did play with combat, we were flying winders. I don't remember the guy's name who designed that airplane. I think it was a 48-inch high aspect ratio 3 boom job. It turned like on a dime. And after my fiasco, after building them voodoos, I built 5 voodoos in Dayton, and I took 1 to Brodax and had Mike Lonke help me start it. I made 1 flight and crashed it. I got rid of them. Yeah. There we go. It's in there. Hopefully got it in straight. Not too terrible. Okay. Mix up some more epoxy. Gloober it down in there. I think the most fun that I had flying combat is there was about 5 of us guys that lived around the school there. We're all friends. We flew. And we were flying, and it wasn't fast combat. It was slow combat. Now they call it speed limit, but we had Fox 36Xs on it. And this is back before the coffin case. And then you had the G2135s. You know, we had high zoot engines on them. But the airplanes were Sterling P-51s, Sterling Yak 9. What else did they have? They had Air Cobra, Little Satan. Yeah. We used to take those out, and we didn't try to kill each other's airplanes. We just flew around and tried to cut streamers. And that's back before safety thongs. You know, you fly over the top of somebody, and let's say you got the lines tangled, you could switch hands, reach around and fly away and not crash. Everything's about safety. When are they going to make you wear a helmet to fly? Of course, they make the racing guys wear a helmet and the combat guys. Yeah, I think, you know, with the world being so politically correct and safety and all, we ought to make everybody wear a seatbelt, you know, while they're flying. It's ridiculous. But the law of attrition is what my dad used to say. The strongest survive. Don't eat the paint. Don't eat the glue. That's the whole problem with today. Nobody taught their kids not to eat the shit. Okay, here goes. Could be a killer. Anybody like to come in and talk to me? The pinned comment at the top is the link to come in and into the show. Okay, we got quite a bit of epoxy on there now. Okay, now we'll glue this down. Yeah, we didn't have shutoffs back then either. Okay, got this to do. This could be a mistake, but we'll put it up there anyway. Well, I'm just gonna have to be the human clamp. Ooh, shit. Smoothed out there. Smoothed out a little bit. I'll give you a look at it here as soon as it dries. Now, this book is one continuous page, so it can't come apart. Been CA'd together. and epoxy to the dashboard. I'm not going to attempt to, I'm not going to attempt to epoxy the canopy on tonight. I've done that on camera several times. But you got to be pretty competent in what you're doing, and I'll probably do that offline after hours. I don't want a mistake. I figured I could handle this. Figured I could handle this part. Go back and look at my Thunderbolt builds. I built a couple of them on here. They look real close to scale. Are we going to have somebody else join us? We got 27 watchers, and I know they want to hear from somebody else. So let's get some new people in here. Otherwise, we can end the program. Pretty close to dry. I can pick it up here in a second and show you. I don't have that head on that no more where I can take it off easy. I'm running this microphone here. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's zoom in a little bit. We'll zoom in and give you a close-up. So there he is. It's about as much detail as I'm going to do, I think. All that other stuff just adds a bunch of weight, so close enough. At least it's on the outside. I got a bugger on the outside of this canopy, but it'll be sanded and cleared, so that won't matter. And when you're clearing these canopies, do not lay the clear on thick because it'll melt the canopy depending on how much thinner you got. So you want to dust it off, sand it, dust it on, sand it. About 4 coats dusted on, then you can put a wet coat on it. but it's got a spot right there. I think I don't know what it is. It's kind of a scuff. But that'll come out. You won't be able to notice it once I clear and polish it. So we'll get some lens cleaner here. I'm going to need some more of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get the fingerprints off on the inside. I can tell you that for sure. You know what? I probably can glue this on the program here. I got 5 minutes to go around that and get it. And I can't glue it on yet. I got to paint it. You got to paint the bottom side of this canopy inside. Maybe I can do that. Now let me explain to you why. You got to paint the inside of the canopy at least a 1/4 inch from the line, 1/4 inch up. So when you put it on, that hides the epoxy. It'll all be, you know, the superfill and epoxy. Because you want about a 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And then after you get that, the outside sanded off, you can paint the outside of it. Man, my ears are ringing. My blood pressure must be up. Let me check my blood pressure. I bet it's super high. Whee! I'll probably dead. I don't know how accurate these things are, but they help me monitor it. Come on, come. Yeah, it's up there. It ain't good. Yeah, abnormal. 169/100. I'm dead. Okay, let's see what that is. 169 over 100. Hypertension. Stage 2. Well, that ain't good. I just know anytime your ears are ringing, that's blood pressure. So I better sit down for a second. Okay. I guess I'll live. I don't know. Probably take it again in a little bit and see what's up. I know this ain't no good for it, but whatever. Get a drink of water. Take a couple aspirin. And then we'll check that pilot, make sure he's going to stay in there. I'm Abby Normal. What do I do with it? Shit, I thought I took it out. There it is. $74. I need to lose some weight. What I need. I need to get my pants back to where they belong. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do that tomorrow. Hey, be here when you get back. Yeah. I'll be all right. I'm tough as shoe leather. Believe me. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put that on tonight. Probably would raise my blood pressure too much. You got to be on top of your game to get the canopy on to make it look right. I don't want to screw this up. All right. After that little episode there, I think I'll get off. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you'd like to find any of the materials I use for finishing, it's in the description box. Airbrushes, the acrylic paints, the tapes, sandpaper, my sign plotter. I'm going to run this Amazon list in my finishing videos, and then when I get to the building videos, I'll go for the yeah, I understand. I'll go for the sandpaper and the different Dremel bits I use and the little squares and rulers and stuff that I use. And just keep checking the information box on the video for different things that I use. I just started doing that. I just got approved for that associate's link program. I make a little bit on it. It doesn't cost you nothing. Trust me, very little bit, but every little bit helps. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.